Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dribble Sports Show. This is episode 5. This is Frank and I am Doug. Thank you for being here once again. We are happy to be here. Franklin.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I've had a great weekend, besides my team getting demolished and breaking my entire spirit. But I'm feeling good. I got fire in the belly. I'm feeling passionate. We've come off a big night in a baccarat dungeon in a Chinese restaurant last night.
Well, I like how you just were straight up and honest with that. I thought you would have just told a lie, but the truth was definitely there. We were out very, very late last night playing baccarat in a far from legal venue, but hey, that's why we've got our beautiful disguises on. You don't know that it's actually us.
Yeah, I had a great time. It was very fun being surrounded by 8 Asian men all going, monkey, 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 and we're just going...
Wow.
So I'm feeling pretty fucking good. We got a good show today. We obviously got NRL preview, which we're excited to get into. How was your last couple of days? You excited to get into this too?
Yeah, mate. Look, I'm very excited. Had a pretty good weekend as well. Had a bit on over the weekend. Funny, just you're talking about last night playing baccarat. Saying the word monkey a lot. Didn't we encounter a very an experience at the AFL?
We certainly did.
So it turns out Hawthorn fans are very racist.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it wasn't a Sydney person. That's all I will say.
Yeah, so
I don't even know if I want to go into it, to be honest.
Let's not get into it, but can confirm there is definitely racism in the AFL.
Yep, there was. And we shook our head and we said, that's not good enough, buddy. Time for you to go. And off he went.
It's true. It's damn true. So that was definitely a tough one. But hey, we started off with a poor experience and finished with a great experience.
Yep.
So let's get into this week's episode. Let's kick it off with the NRL Round 2, Round 3 review.
3, yeah.
I can't keep up. But the headline for me, very simple one. It's a no-brainer. Is Jai Gray the next New South Wales Origin fullback? And the answer to that question is 100% yes. Well, the guy is a fucking machine. I mean, who is he?
Can I stop you before you embarrass yourself?
Here we go.
He's a fucking Queenslander, for one.
He's not.
He's absolutely a Queenslander.
There's just no fucking way.
He's undoubtedly a Queenslander. I've already seen it.
I thought he was a South Junior.
100% a Queenslander. So I'm going to go and say he will not be the next New South Wales Origin fullback. Will he be the next Queensland Origin fullback? Maybe, because...
He says born in Liverpool, New South Wales.
I've heard it. Unfortunately, he's not a New South Welshman.
But can't you do... Aren't there all these new fucking rules to cater for this?
I believe that's referring to international players. So
he's doing it in English. He's born in New South Wales but plays for Queensland.
Correct, Toowoomba.
Okay, like another great South Sydney fullback. Okay, well then that's fine then. That's happy about that. He's born in New South Wales, playing for Queensland. So instantly, all the New South Wales people are going to hate Jai Gray once he plays for Origin.
But you bring up a good point. Is he the next Origin fullback? I mean, New South Wales and Queensland aside, obviously, hard to get a more informed fullback than him at the moment, honestly.
Well, the thing is, it's the toughest position to fucking crack into because you've got so many guys that are just there on a list who have already got experience. Turbo, Teddy, Latrell, fucking Dylan Edwards. They're all there.
Yeah.
Dylan Edwards is probably one of the other ones that's
Ponga,
consistent.
Walsh, obviously, we don't care about Queensland. Fuck them, but
true.
But obviously up there as well. But you're right. I mean, you bring up a great point. The form that he's in, and I don't even think it's form alone because, Queensland pick and stick and they do all that, lame shit that has seen them win a lot of series in the last couple of years. But it's enthusiasm. He has an Origin sort of style in that he's never going to stop in 80 minutes. And if you need someone to go at the 78th minute with 2 points down, who better than Jai Gray?
Mate, everything he does is at 100%. I guess it's a watch this space for who will Jai Gray play Origin for, Queensland or New South Wales. We don't know. He hasn't actually officially decided or picked the hat off the table like the college draft. But I'm just reading that. What sucked is I made sure he was from New South Wales originally, but it does say he played footy in Queensland. So
the only reason I know is because I heard someone talking about it on the weekend. They were saying, will he get a start for Queensland? So that's the only reason I know. Otherwise, I'd be fucking in the dark and hoping he'd play for New South Wales too.
Okay, well, that's the headline for mine. There's a huge potential for our boy Jai Gray.
Yeah, I like it. I was actually watching the South on the weekend, and honestly, I was just thinking, I'm like, I just wish I had a player on my team who just had that much heart and go. And look, I'll get into my team very, very shortly, and I'll unleash. But it just, for you, it must be great to know that you have a player who's going to go out there every single game and give 100%. And that means more than, if he makes an error,
you're right.
It is what it is.
But it means more now to South fans now because last year we had another bloke playing fullback who hasn't got half as much work rate as Jai Gray does. And finally, he gets his starting fullback.
Yep.
And each and every week he comes out and just goes, fuck, how much better is this team with everyone playing their correct positions?
Yeah.
But, look, let's get into the round review. The quick score. Sorry, we had the Bulldogs beating the Raiders 14-10. I believe I had the Bulldogs picked. You went the Raiders. That's totally fine. Penrith
Fuck, the Bulldogs are boring. They play boring footy. Do you agree?
Well, they don't have much attack. That's 100% true.
Oh my God. I'm so sick of watching the Bulldogs. Like, they're just boring.
Their back rowers are the most exciting players they have because Bill Kickow either drops it or runs for 60 metres.
Yeah, 100%. He's a flat
Preston's
track.
great, but you're right. Their attack sucks. But that's the thing. Their spine is just no good. We don't know. I bring back Sexton, the poor guy.
Yeah.
Over in England playing for fucking Sheep Station. You should be playing for the Bulldogs.
Can't score more than 14 points in a match. It's embarrassing. In Bulldogs, you need a lift.
Look, it was a close affair. Good for the unders betters. Good for the Bulldogs betters. But yeah, 14-10. Penrith absolutely fucking smashed the Roosters. Copped that.
Yep.
Fucking Trent Robinson on a fucking sack watch.
And I believe, was it Frank's lock of the week, Panthers minus 5.5?
I believe
pretty
it
sure.
was.
Yeah,
wow.
pretty sure.
Okay, so there's one lock of the week, but geez, we'll get into that because
we had some good betting results this weekend.
Well, I tipped the full round by one.
Wow, nice.
That being that the Broncos upset the Storm 18-14 in Melbourne. Didn't see that one coming.
Yep.
The Wars absolutely flogged the Knights. And
bashing.
Hang on a second. Wasn't it Wars minus 5.5 and overs 24.5 points?
Doug's double.
Doug's double cashes 1 from 1. Doug's doubles betters. We're fucking back and better than ever.
Yeah.
Wars minus 6.5 over 26.5 total match points. $2. Cash that shit.
Love that.
Moving on. Yeah, great bet. I'm very excited for it. And it'll be fucking the exact same bet next week when they play the Tigers. So watch this space. The Dolphins absolutely bathed the Cronulla 38-10. The Rabbitohs got very lucky and beat the Tigers 20-16 in Gosford. Eels beat the Dragons 30-20, and the Cowboys at home did a good job on the Titans. And Manly, although it was a tight affair and went to Golden Point, got the job done against the winless bye.
100%. I mean, I'm still not impressed with Manly.
Absolutely not.
You know, they might have beaten the bye, but I think that might be the only win they get this year, potentially.
Absolutely. And look, we'll dive into our honourable mention teams, and mine is Manly, because let's give them a round of applause. Manly fans, you know, we shitbag you every week, you know. You know, guys, out on the fucking Manly Hill drinking my good day rosé. Can I just say how fun it is to say that every time Manly get beat by 40, it fucking feels amazing. And to that chick that does this one, good for her.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't be seeing much of it this year
No
because
way.
they're fucking no good. But hey, they got their first 2 points of the year against the bye.
Get the spoon.
It went down to the wire, but look, they got the job done. Look, they impressed me for the first time this year.
Yeah.
It's because all the turbos weren't on the park.
Yep.
And they got the job done. So shout out Manly for their first win of the year. Good for them.
I'm going to go my honourable mention team. It's got to be the Penrith Panthers. It's just, they're playing good footy. They're, you know, and this separates the Panthers from the Bulldogs for me. They play good footy. They're a grinding style team, but they fucking score points.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the difference. You see the Bulldogs that come out here, they score 18 points, they win 18-16. Who gives a shit? Penrith do it better. They come out, they score points, they defend better. I think they've conceded like 4 tries all year.
Yep.
Like, they held the Roosters to 1. They held round 1, whoever that was against, to 1. And I think they maybe hit 2 or 3 last week. So they're in unbelievable form, and they look like a premiership side right now. I think they really benefit from the PVL ball style, which is something my fat forward Cronulla Sharks do not currently. But the Penrith Panthers are my team that impressed me most. They are looking very good and very dangerous, which scares me.
Yep, I agree, mate. The Penrith Panthers are looking absolutely superb.
Yep.
And I dare say that they're probably looking better than they have in the fucking four-peat era. I mean, they really are
Hard to argue.
bashing teams up.
Hard to argue.
I mean, our boy Milky Jenkins is
he's on
cooking
fire.
there out in the wing. Straight into Doug, Supercoach this team for Rovers. Who cares?
Yep.
But my team that impressed me the most was the Sharks because not how well they played, but because of how poorly they were defensively. I mean, that impressed me so much how bad they were in defence. I mean, they've given the Ocean Protect Stadium the self-proclaimed title of a fortress.
I gave them that, to be
and
fair.
they cough up 38 points against the Dolphins. I mean, their attack looked good at times with Braden Trindle, but mate, the fucking Dolphins outside 5, 1-5, absolutely classed the Sharks. They made them look like the fucking Como Crocs B-grade side out there.
Can I just step in here?
Absolutely. Take the reign. I want you to.
Because I'm a Sharks fan. I'm a devoted Sharks fan, right? I've been a Sharks fan my entire life. I've seen the club, from fucking the Rogers family to fucking David Peachy to fucking Brett Kamali to Todd Carney. All these guys, I've been there. I've done it. I was there in 2016. I ejacked. I've seen the ups and the downs of this club.
Yep.
And I'm a true supporter, and I understand things aren't always great in the club, right? And sometimes you get your success, and you have to take a fallback.
Yeah.
And a couple of years of good footy, and then you're a dud club. As you rebuild.
Yes.
Right?
Rebuild.
The issue for me, right, with the Cronulla Sharks is we have been a fucking mediocre club. Like we're not a bad club, right? We're not a bad team. We haven't been a bad team for the last few years. We've been a better team than most. Sure. I would say that's how you make a prelim final. You're better than most.
How many have you made in the last couple of years?
3 in a row, I'm pretty sure. So we've been in and around it. The issue is we're not improving. We're not improving. And I just get frustrated, right? Because Craig Fitzgibbon gets zero scrutiny. All right, zero scrutiny. This guy comes out every week and picks the same 1 to 17, whether we bash the fuck out of a team or we get bashed by the Dolphins. I guarantee it's 1:42 on Tuesday. Come 4 p.m, Team Wish Tuesday comes out. We're going to see the exact same 1 to 17 again. Nico Hines in 7, Trindle in 6, Will Kennedy in 1. Things are not going to change. We are lacking spark. We're lacking X factor. We're lacking anyone caring, it looks like. The only person who looks like he wants to be out there is Blake Brayley.
Love that guy.
He's the only guy with some speed. And yes, Trindle is good, and I give him credit because he turns up and he tries. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Our forward pack look fat as fuck. They were tired in 5 minutes. I've never seen AFB sucking them in like that before. Tom Hazelton, you're bald like your coach. I get it. So is Trindle. You want to be closer to him. I understand it. It's not good enough. I'm not happy with mediocrity. I'm not. Sure. I'm not. Pull the trigger and fucking dump someone. Get Nico Hines out of here. How many times can he let us down in a big game? Honestly, I'm fed up. Someone's head has to roll. Mm-hmm. And I get it. Nico's on $1 million. I'm sure he's a nice guy outside of footy. It's not personal. But unfortunately, when you deliver mediocrity consistently, something has to change. And someone has to go. I don't know. And it's hard to say that, right, when you've been in a prelim final the last couple of years.
But still, when you're playing in your home deck against the Dolphins,
I'm frustrated
put some fucking points on them.
I'm frustrated because I'm a passionate fan, right? And like I said, you can see bad results and you can be fine with that because you know you're going somewhere. Where are we going? I don't see where we're going with a Nico at 7 for $1 million. We're fucked. Unless they raise the cap by $3 million, we're fucked. Because he's not a delivery. He's not a 7 that's going to deliver, and I'm really frustrated right now,
mate. Honestly, I admire how passionate you are in that rant there, and my hats off to you because before the Sharks made four prelims, the Rabbitohs did too.
Yeah.
But arguably they fucking did improve, but just come up against the Panthers every year and were no shot. So I do feel your pain, but
we signed no one. We've signed no one this year. We've got the exact same squad, right? We've got a lot of players off contract. This is the year that you put the pedal to the metal and you see who wants to be at this club.
That's right.
If you don't want to be here, get out the door. Because I've had enough. Nico Hines, $1 million, something has to happen there. Mm-hmm. Whether he gets the arse, he can't play fullback. He's too slow. He's so slow. And stop playing with your fucking hair. You're a goddamn first grade fullback. Fucking do something about it. Stop playing with it.
Put a fucking headgear on.
Honestly, I don't care. Just have a crack. Like, I just want to see some speed, some X factor. Trindle has it at times, and someone's got to go with him. Obviously, Blake is our most consistent player by a country mile. Our forward pack is normally very good, but I think they're struggling with the fast pace and the set restarts and all that sort of shit. Mm-hmm. I think they're struggling there. The back row, look, Sam Stonestreet made a lot of errors on the weekend, but he tried, right? He went out there, he had a crack, he tried his guts out. He got absolutely slammed in like many, many tackles. At least he's trying. He's trying. So, anyway, I'm frustrated with the Sharks, as you can hear. Move on.
Thank you, mate. That I'm glad. It's a safe space, and I'm glad they got you off your chest.
Sorry, I feel better now.
No, that's fine. Like I said, that is definitely a tough look for sure. And I mean, yeah, like to be fair, in the rest of the NRL's defense or in the Sharks' defense, I think a lot of the forward packs are struggling with the fucking the changes to the game. Like I said, I'm going to touch on South very soon.
Yep.
Look, I'll just dive into it now. Look, they were pretty concerning for me this week, and they were of all the teams in the comp. I mean, if it wasn't for Jai Gray who saved us, we just fucking gave away so many errors off the back of just being lazy and tired. Like, there was literally, like, when we'd get the kick and bring it back, forwards wouldn't get past to fucking play the ball. It's like the third tackle.
Can I be honest with you? I think David Fafita has been bad. Like, maybe not bad. Maybe that's a harsh word. I almost think you need Tallis Duncan on the left because he was great there last year and he's got like some energy, enthusiasm and speed, whereas Fafita just looks fat and slow. And you can't have him next to Trell, right?
I'm with you a little bit there. Like I think in glimpses they're great. Like what shit me about it was I didn't think Latrell had his best game. Gave away a couple like shit penalties.
Yeah.
And then scores that freak try. But that's the thing. That's the perks of having him there. He scores so many good tries.
Yep.
But obviously it's just like a moments thing. And if the moments aren't there, then he's just not there at all. But like. In round one, we look so good on that left edge with Fafita and all the rest there in patches. But once it gets tough, or once we're down and we're defending off the back of a lot of hard sets, kicking dropouts, we just don't try. Like in a back set, it's just Johnston bringing it up, Jai Gray bringing it up. Like where's your fucking Latrell? Where's your fucking Keon? He's the only one that makes hit-ups, 50 hit-ups a game. Like
yeah, he's been good.
I feel ya, but like
he's been good.
We had all this. Like I said, everyone hyped up South all pre-season. I was the only one that wasn't 100% confident. And like obviously they've been good for the part. Like they just beat the Tigers. Like if they lost that game, that's huge. You know, it's 4-point win. But like I can see a lot of cracks.
Yeah,
few injuries, and we're fucking rat shit.
It's also the sign of a good team. If you don't play great and you're still winning, you know that's usually the sign of a good team that you can edge things.
We were lucky that Dewey and Jerome Luai went off with fucking hammy injuries, but. Yeah, for me, I got some warning signs to the Rabbitohs. They concern me most this week, mate. So
I'm going to Eastern Sydney. I'm going the Roosters, man. Like honestly. I get it. These things take time to develop with, new halves pairings and things like that. Obviously, that takes time to develop. But they had huge expectations, huge raps coming on them into this season. They're 1-2. They've got bashed by 40 points twice now already in 3 rounds. I think their offense looks like piss, but as I said, that it does take a little bit of time together. Sam Walker's been really bad. He's been really bad. And that right edge is leaking points awfully. I'm a big Nwanganita-Wase fan. I really like Marky Mark. Mm-hmm. But he is defensively being exposed at the moment. He usually makes up for it because he's so good offensively, and you can out bash teams. But he's getting really targeted at the moment. I almost think they need to put the DCE at 7 and let him steer the ship and let Walker play off the cuff because he's a better, Walker's the better kind of guy that he can pop up and, the chip over the top or take on the line and, those sort of things. Whereas DCE's an old fucker now, he should be taking the kicks and steering the ship around. So I wonder if they're going to make that change in the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. But they're a concern for me. Big watch.
Yeah, I've seen heaps of chat about the 6 and 7 switch. I mean, who fucking gives a shit? Just change the number. Like, just do the different job. Like, how hard is it?
But number on the back aside, it's clear that Walker's leading the team at the moment, and it's not going well. So I wouldn't be surprised with a change there.
No, me neither. All right. Well, look, we have our players of the week. First of all, our Supercoach King of the Week was Tommy Jenkins.
Yep.
4 tries, 134 points.
Massive shout out to the Milky Bar kid.
Absolutely love
gets
him.
his chance in a side that is going great guns. Mm-hmm. Tungo gets, a drop that, most people probably didn't see coming.
Yep.
And he's taken it with both hands. I think he scored 8 tries already in like 3 games. So he's unbelievable.
Absolutely love the guy.
All effort.
And my player of the week, Tanner Boyd. I mean, again, I think we've mentioned him already in weeks before, but I mean, literally, Stacey Jones prime ain't got shit in this guy. I mean,
on fire.
There's potential that he doesn't even make the side in a few weeks with the return of Luke Metcalf. But I mean, how can you drop the guy? 2 more try assists, 2 more line breaks, a couple tackle breaks. I've just realised that this is your player of the week and not mine because I had a nice little rant on Izzy Katoa. But hey, I'll finish it off for you.
Let's switch. You keep going.
But look, he's playing with a lot of confidence and has to be the most improved player in 26 by far.
Argue with that. Is he the most improved player in 2026? Hard to argue.
The only competition I would say would be Jackson 4, but he's been playing great footy for at least 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, he was fine last year as well. So
Tanner Boyd 100% is. So yeah.
I'm with you. My player of the round this round, aka Doug's player of the round.
Sorry, mate.
That's okay. It's Isi Katoa. Isi Katoa, which hurts to say that against my own team, is the player of the round.
That's why I did it.
He's just involved in everything, and he just showed to me. That's what a star 7 does, right? He leads the ship around. He steers it. He shows him where to go. He tries assists. He just controls the game. He has X factor when he takes the line on and just always looks under control. So, yeah, I like this kid. It's going to be interesting to see the battle between him and Cleary in Origin and all sorts of stuff. So, I like him. I'm a huge Isi Katoa fan. Talked about him for years. Player of the round, Isi Katoa for me.
Absolutely love that.
I also want to touch on Jordan Ricky. Fuck Jordan Ricky. I get it. We talked shit about him last week. He scored 2 tries. If he didn't score those 2 tries last week, I would have shitbagged him so hard. They were the easiest tries I've ever seen. And he mongreled 2 of them the week before that anyway. So he should have 4 tries and he's got 2.
That's
right.
So
no, he's not my player of the round. He's my reverse player of the round.
Sure. Love that.
Sorry.
But yeah, Jackson Ford, another big name that played exceptionally well, playing out of his skin. And I think Scotty Drinkwater carried the Cowboys to the victory against the Titans
shit.
of the weekend.
He's shit.
Any overreactions at all?
Drinky's shit. That's my call. Nah, my only overreaction, I touched on it earlier. I just think the Dogs are boring. I think they're boring at the minute.
Yep.
I get it. They play a defensive style. Guess what? So do Penrith, and they're better than you. So
By a mile.
Dogs are boring. That's my overreaction potentially.
You've really there's been a few nerves struck on that side of the podcast to you today.
I'm in a mood. I'm
To
seriously
be honest,
in a mood.
I like the passion that you're delivering the product with. So you just keep going.
What's your overreaction for this week?
Mine was on the Parramatta coach Jason Riles. So unfortunately, and you hate to see it from anyone, I like to see it more so in other teams besides mine. But Jermaine Hopgood, after a good start to the year, has done his ACL. It was the result of a fucking hip drop tackle. Hate to see it.
Yeah, Rauchman.
Basically, Rolls has come out and said that all these changes to the PVL ball, again, I hate that phrase and term, the fast play, the quick play the ball, the no breaks, like
set restarts.
all these tackles in the middle, the set restarts, that he reckons that because all these players are fatiguing and getting tired, they're just latching on, riding the hips and bringing them to the ground, and that's what's brought the increase of these hip drop tackles, which, to be fair, like, I kind of get it.
Maybe.
I kind of get it, but also, like, these are professional athletes playing a game. Get fit.
I didn't think there was fuck all in that Ryan Cashman tackle.
I didn't think so either, but that's what I mean. Him coming out and saying, it's just a joke. They've got to change the game back to normal, blah, blah. The players can't keep up. The scoring's getting out of hand. I was like, no, mate, your team's just shit.
Could be. Could absolutely be. I don't disagree with anything
So
you
I thought
said
that was
there.
a bit of an overreaction from mine. Jason Riles blaming PVL ball on a hip drop tackle. I just think it was an accident and your team's bad.
I like that. Shall we get into the preview for NRL Round 4?
Yeah, let's stop reflecting and start...
Reflecting.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know what that even
Wow.
means. I think that's something to do with prayer. But anyway.
Sure.
Speaking of a prayer, the Manly Sea Eagles will need one. They take on the Sydney Roosters at, you guessed it, 4 Pines Park once again.
Man.
Oh my God.
Week with this team.
I am so sick to death of them playing at 4 Pines Park. What do you think of this one? Are we touching on every game quickly?
Just go through them real quick,
Okay.
rapid fire, yeah.
Yep, Warriors take on the Tigers in Auckland. Would be very hard to see the Tigers getting up there with no halves getting around, but you never know. Weirder things have happened. Friday, the late game, we have Broncos taking on the Dolphins. This is my match of the round this round. I like it. I think that they both took important away wins away last week. I think they're going to be coming in a lot more confident than they were last week, off the back of a dub. Obviously, the Broncos are in a bit of media scrutiny, as they have been for the last 25 years, I would say. Gordon Tallis, he's having an absolute mare at the moment. But regardless...
Poor Gordy.
Regardless...
They ripped him to shit last week, and now he's fucking...
Yeah, and then everyone else is ripping him to shit. So
we did it first, so back off, everyone.
We absolutely did. I just think both teams are going to be looking to attack here. Obviously, we know what the Dolphins can deliver. The Broncos have kind of been up and down, as have the Dolphins, to be fair. But fast-paced, lots of points. Interesting to see what they both look like here. Like, I think they've been pretty poor defensively, both of them, but they can all score. So I think this is going to be a fun one. I'm estimating probably like a 46-point total around there somewhere. So points galore, should be fun. Let's see what the Stars can deliver.
Yep.
Saturday, 3 p.m, we've got the Bulldogs taking on the Knights. Anything you want to touch on there quickly?
Not overly. I don't think there's much in that. I think
Snooze.
that, Newcastle have too many out. Bulldogs should win that one.
Snooze fest. 5:30 p.m, we've got the Panthers take on the Eels.
Ugh.
I think, how did the Eels go historically against Penrith?
Battle of the West.
I feel like it's
they always put up a fight.
Yeah,
but
it's competitive.
This is a different beast we're dealing with Penrith this year for mine.
I agree. That should be a bang job. Looking forward to that one. Eels fans, get out of my DMs. I fucking hate ya. Saturday, 7:35 p.m, we got the Cowboys who take on the Storm. The Storm travelling up to Townsville to take on the bashed Cowboys. The 4 p.m. on Sunday, we've got the Raiders taking on the Sharks down in Canberra. I'm going to be honest, I'm pretty terrified of that one. I know the Raiders' form hasn't been, super impressive, but they're a beast at home.
Yep.
And they normally perform pretty well against us. Ricky Stewart has a pretty good record. The dog you never should have left. But, we'll see what that one dishes up. And then we have Sunday, 6:15. Is it normally 6:15? It really sounds random. Anyway.
I believe it is.
Around there somewhere.
Honest,
Anyway.
I believe it is.
Titans take on the Dragons. Spoon
Oh
Bowl.
my God.
Spoon Bowl in the Gold Coast. That is... Yeah, what do you think about that one? Anything?
I don't think anything about it, mate. Like, I just don't want to watch it. Like, there's always, again, the Sunday graveyard. I mean, we got We've got the two shittest teams in the NRL playing each other on Sunday over. I
Yeah.
mean, for once, we may actually see all the men in the world in the fucking kitchen cooking their loved ones dinner because no one would be stupid enough to want to watch the Dragons and the Titans go head to head. I can already tell you right now, it's going to be fucking 28-20 to the Gold Coast Titans. The Dragons will just be in absolute all sorts again. They'll be knock knock, who's there? Owen fucking 4. They're no good. Exact same place where they were last year. They do not impress me one bit. Honestly. I could not be reverse erect in my entire life with this football club. I mean, their fans came at us in our comment section.
Oh my God, don't say us. You, mate. They came at you. I like the Dragons.
Oh, well, boo-hoo. I mean, like, your team's not playing well. I mean, get over it. You know?
Honestly, I don't think the Dragons are like that bad of a side still.
Oh, fuck off. They're not, mate.
Honestly,
if they weren't that bad, they'd have a win on the board against a shit club, a.k.a. Eels.
you can make an argument they could have potentially won all 3 of those matches.
You can make an argument that Manly aren't as good as them, if not better.
Yeah, I mean, you could also make that argument.
Seriously,
I wouldn't get around it.
Dragons fans, I'm mates with a lot of yous, but honestly, sucked in. Just sucked in. Your team's bad. You're losing to the Titans, and you may as well just...
So
don't know.
You're calling Titans?
I'm calling Titans for sure.
I think we're going to get into our betting tips very, very shortly.
If it wasn't for Keon going there next year, the club would fold and Illawarra Steelers would be back.
And the Bunnies take on the bye this week. How do you feel about that matchup?
Absolutely ecstatic. We need a rest. Just going to take it. Another jump up the ladder.
Yep.
Happy to see that one.
I like it. I got a question for you.
Tell me.
Do you reckon we've seen enough in round 3 that we know who is, going to be in and around it this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I think so. I think we've seen enough to see who won't make it also. Like, I reckon I could fucking riddle off 8 teams pretty quick and go, yeah, I think they'll make it, and then 8 teams. Probably easy to go from the other way around.
Can I throw a couple at you and you just tell
I'll
me
say
yes or no?
Yep.
Roosters.
Yes.
Make the 8?
Yep.
Okay. Tigers.
No.
Warriors.
Yes.
Who else is interesting? Newcastle.
No.
Raiders.
Yes.
Sharks.
Yes.
Eels.
No. Fuck no.
That's all for me. I'm pretty confident Titans and Dragons aren't there.
Absolutely not.
So,
bottom 4. We had our bottom 4, man. They're still going to be the same.
Dolphins?
Titans, fucking Cowboys.
Dolphins?
Dolphins will make the 8.
Okay, well, that's my bet.
My bet's in trouble.
Okay,
sure.
I like to hear that.
Yeah,
just
I've
wanted
seen
to
enough. That's fine. Hey.
No, I just wanted to confirm that.
That's right. That's fine.
And that's humility. That's very humble of you.
That's
I
right.
like that. All right, talk to me, player of you to watch. Who you got for you this week?
Player to watch for me this week is Jaden Campbell. He was absolutely superb, especially in the first half of the Titans on the weekend. They just look like a different team with him in the paddock. I don't know where his best position is. I should say it's probably the 6 or the 7.
It's the 7 for sure.
7 for sure, but I mean, they just were a lot better in recent weeks. They've been a lot better than they were in recent weeks. They got a very soft matchup this week in the Dragons.
Yep.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Jaden Campbell cross for another try, 3 or 4 in 2 weeks. But he's just everywhere for him. Plenty of involvements. I reckon a big super coach game for him. Soft matchup. Jaden Campbell, watch the space. X Factor written all over him.
I like it. You know what's hilarious? Both our players to watch are in the Titans game.
And guess who they're up against?
The Dragons.
Because they suck.
My player to watch this round, and I'm not 100% he's going to get a start, but he was on the extended bench last week. I heard a lot about him in preseason. Thought he was touted to get the starting second rower spot for the Titans, which is pretty competitive.
Sure.
Like you got the Furmores, you got Chris Randall, you got Aramahau.
Aramahau.
Oh, I think that's pronounced wrong. You said it. Everyone was anyway. Whatever. It's a pretty competitive spot, but as I said, he was on the extended pine last week. I'm talking about Josh Paxton.
Okay.
I think they might pull the trigger on him this week. They've obviously lost 3 in a row. They're not playing great footy. Why not? Why not give him a crack? He's been great in resis. He's been scoring tries. He's defensively very, very good. I think he's going to get his chance this week. And up against a side that I typically think, second rowers can be exploitable. Like, Sewer's not bad, Jaden Sewer for the Dragons. And Lunchbox Leilua, they both got tries last week.
Lunchbox Leilua, love that.
Which is just unbelievable. Like, they never score tries and they both scored. But I think he gets a good matchup. And I think if they give him a crack this week, he'll look really good. So, Josh Paxton, watch this space.
I do like Josh Paxton. I think he's going to have a nice career there. Hopefully he can get out of that fucking shithole club. And then he'll come good. So.
I like it.
But yeah, sure. Okay, well, that wraps up our NRL preview.
Not just yet, brother. Let's talk betting picks.
Oh, of course, the betting picks. Sorry.
Yeah, how could we ever finish without that?
Yes, well, I mean, last week we obviously had our Doug's double.
Yep.
That got up, and also Frank had the Penrith Panthers. Was it minus 5.5?
5.5. Yep. Fill it up, baby. $1.90. Cash that. Keep it moving. What do you got this week for lock of the week?
Again, I'm going back to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Love that.
I'm taking on the New Zealand Warriors with the spread. So I'm going to take an alternative spread here and build a little multi. Because guess what? It's Doug's double. It is back again, going for 2 for 2. It could be a career first 2 for 2 if we hit it. It's the New Zealand Warriors minus 8.5 and total over points 40.5.
Love that.
I absolutely love it. I think Warriors back at home. They are scoring tries out the wazoo in front of home fans. Not sure who we'll see in the halves for the Tigers this week or if they'll be at full strength. But I'm just telling you, the Warriors are running trains on a team scoring points every single week. Back at home in front of a big sellout crowd. They're going to be up for it. I see them winning by 2 or 3 tries. And I think if they do so, the Tigers will roll over and die. 40 points. Pretty achievable. $2.10. Doug's double. Warriors minus 8.5. Total match points over 40.5. Cash the fucking check.
Love that. And that is just delivered with absolute confidence.
Absolutely.
I love that. I'm going to I'm going to give you a couple here, right?
Okay.
Because if you don't know, betting picks in our Discord with try scorers have been going ballistic. It's one of my specialties, and I very much enjoy it. I don't talk about it a lot on here.
Did you have a good weekend?
It wasn't bad. The pick of the day is the most confidence ones demolished. I think I was 3-0. But there were some up and downs with, I probably overextended on a few spots. So it was an up and down week, but it wasn't a terrible one.
Yep.
In terms of a head or a line price, I think Storm minus 13.5 versus the Cows is pretty generous. Like, they could easily put 50 on them, and I wouldn't be too shocked. So that seems like a pretty easy head-to-head start to cover for them. Big points in the Storm. I think that definitely covers. If you're looking for a try scorer, I'm going to suggest 2 angles to you, okay?
Love that.
The first one is target the Eels' left defensive edge. So Sean Russell and Josh Adokar, they've been absolutely porous to start this year.
How is he even in the team, Adokar? Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's more Sean Russell. But anyway, coming up against Penrith, that right edge is going to dominate. You're probably going to get $1.50 for To'o. So maybe look for Alamotti in right centre.
Yep.
Should get a try. I'd be pretty surprised if he doesn't. The other one I'd look to target is the Roosters right edge, which has been leaking points. They take on the Sea Eagles. They should get a good price, given they're going to be pretty hefty underdogs, you would think. So Lehigh Hopewadi or Cooler, either of those guys, I think you get a great price on them. They'll give you a pretty good plus money play. So there's a few for you.
First bit of positivity for the Waters and Manly Club.
Yeah, that's the first and last. So enjoy it while it's there. Do you want to talk upsets?
Yeah, look, have you got any upsets this week from like the match heads?
Yeah, look, and you're not going to like this. I think the Dragons look like value. I get it. But if this turns into a grinding back and forth defensive match, they're the A side for me.
Yep.
And they could look pretty stern favourites, potentially, if it turns into that type of match. Do the Titans have more points in them? Absolutely, they do. But can they score? We'll see. So I think the Dragons could look hindsight pretty big fave. So I think they look like a good underdog this week for me.
Yeah, look, it's a pretty tough week, to be honest. I think there's a lot of potential one-sided games
I
here.
agree.
I think the Titans will get away from that one. So for mine, it's just the Dolphins. I mean, they're playing the Broncos at Suncorp. Obviously, the Broncos coming off a win in Melbourne against the Storm. Pretty hard to ignore. Although the Dolphins looked pretty freaking sharp against Cronulla on the weekend. Absolutely bathed them up. 1-17, just a better club.
That's fucked.
Better players. Okay, sorry, getting
That
out of
hurts.
hand there. But look, Dolphins are plus money. I'm thinking that the $2...
I pull my heart out on this podcast, and this is what we get.
Dolphins at $2 plus against the Broncos. I think there's definitely value there. How confident am I? I'm not too sure. But after I saw them play on the weekend against the Sharks, who, again, they just fucking touched up, there's definitely value there. So that's my value play / upset of the week. So
I like it. Shall we run through the games quickly and give our final picks?
let's do this.
Sea Eagles, Roosters.
Roosters by 100.
You don't need to hit my pick there. It's obviously the Roosters. Warriors, Tigers.
Waz by at least 8.5.
Waz for me too. Bronx, Dolphs. You like Dolphs?
I'm going Dolphs.
Yeah, I'll go Dolphs with you. Fuck the Bronx.
Yep.
We go Dolphs. Bulldogs, Knights.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs for me. Penrith, Eels.
Penrith by 50.
Penrith by 800. Cowboys, Storm.
Storm by 40.
Storm by 50. Raiders, Sharks.
Raiders by 50.
Sharks by 40. Titans and Dragons.
Titans by 2.
Dragons by 2.
And
South and the bye.
South by 50.
South for me. Also,
Beautiful.
David Fatfeeder might score his first try against the bye. We will see. I think that wraps us up for the episode, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Look, there's our picks and best bets for the week. Guys, if you're listening, go and hit your bookmakers up right now and punch in our locks of the week. You got plenty of try scorers there from the try scoring king himself, Frank.
Yeah.
Doug's double, as you know, doesn't lose ever. Locks of the weeks, footy tips in. I think that's about it.
Let us know your most confident picks, and we will park the league there and get into the AFL.
Yes, but before we do, thank you to all of our listeners. Looking at the numbers recently on Spotify and YouTube, doing very well. So thank you for your support. And also feedback, guys. Hit us up in the comments. Message us on Instagram. Call us a fucking fat idiot. You know, if you got something to talk about that's footy related or even not even football related, let us know because we want to dive into it head first. And it keeps things interesting. So, yeah, thank you for your support. We appreciate it.